We recently talked about the new Marvel Unlimited exclusive Symbiote Spider-Woman, but we've got some notes on figures that Marvel Unlimited should have made the exclusive figure. Let's talk about it. Hello and welcome back to another episode of the Strong Collectors Podcast. I'm your host Dakota, here with my co-host Jordan, and today I'm wearing a shirt from a listener. Krakoa is for lovers. So thank you, Cosmic Collector, for sending the shirt. If you'd like to send us some lovely gifts, I'll put our Amazon stuff down in the description. Yeah, I'll put it in the description of this video. Sure. It'll be on other links too. You can find it on Instagram.
No pressure,
Yeah.
but you know.
I mean, it is my birthday next week, so.
Well, hey. And I had a birthday this year too. It was earlier. But...
You did have a birthday this year. But today, aside from the cool shirts that we're both wearing, we are talking about the potential options for Marvel Unlimited exclusive figures. Now, the rules for this are that they have to be an alternate look, and it shouldn't be something that everybody wants, because that Savage Land 3-pack is a clear indicator that exclusives should not be that hard to get. And if it's going to be exclusive, we like the idea of it just being an alternate look that's fun to have for your collection, but your collection's not incomplete if you don't have it. Some people may really want these looks, but the masses, they may like to look at it, but they don't need it. We each have 5. Obviously, I've got some runner-ups, and I'll hit you with my first runner-up right now, Jordan.
Okay.
With everybody going crazy for the Savage Land, I always think it's so weird that people are, I mean, I've never read the book, so maybe they're great. I think it's an excuse for people to like overly sexualized art. So in that vein, I think we should have an Inferno Havoc. Now, if I'm going to sexualize my ladies, I'm going to sexualize my men. Give me that Havoc and just the ittiest bittiest loincloth ever.
Right.
Just a little bit of imagination at work, but...
And then when that figure comes out, you can finally wear that costume on a episode.
Catch me at Comic-Con.
Yeah. Finally.
Cosplay is my Inferno Havoc.
Right. Yeah. That is a wild look. But I don't know if we'd see it on a Marvel Unlimited, but hey, it could happen.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at how many people are watching this video and they're not even subscribed to the channel. Don't be one of them. Hit the subscribe button. Back to the show. We can go snake style, back and forth, but if you want to start with a runner-up that didn't quite make your top 5.
Okay, this is one that I was thinking about, but I'm like, this could be a mass release, and I was thinking of a costume change Spidey. Now, specifically, I remember in the 90s, probably a Toy Biz one. I couldn't find the exact picture, but it's like he's wearing like his jacket, like his kind of hoodie type thing, but his like shirt, much like myself, is coming undone. You can kind of see his Spidey suit underneath.
Okay.
And like he's wearing like the mask, but he's still kind of in his street clothes. So kind of like a combo of like costume change, but he's also kind of in street clothes. And I'm like, that's an alternate look. But again, with Spider-Man, I think we get every look of Spider-Man main release. So I will save that one because that's one that I'd like, but one that we can do as a main release, and hopefully we'll get maybe a battle damaged mask with it, and then just make my collection complete there.
There you go. All right, so I'll start with my first one, and that's not even all my runner-ups. I've got a few more runner-ups for you, but I'll sprinkle those in throughout. My official number 5. I think it would be cool because I don't think we would get the rest of this team, but I think he's the coolest look on this team. Is if we got a future. This is from the Battle of the Atom, all new X-Men type story, future Iceman. So this is Iceman kind of, he's like looks like an ice wizard almost. Like he's got the robes, he's got the magic staff. This is when like Kid Iceman learns that he can create kind of almost like ice drones. So kind of this version of Iceman like makes a giant kind of like abominable snowman, kind of looks like the monster from Frozen. So I don't think we need the giant, but maybe if this was a Build-A-Figure wave, but this is a Marvel Unlimited, so it's just a one-off.
Right. Yeah.
Just a one-off Wizard Iceman, which I think would pair well with like my Crystar and those kind of fantasy figures, like put it with Rom, some of those, just odd shelf, but cool shelf.
Yeah, he's in the ice crystal realm, so it all will
Right.
fit.
Yeah.
Okay, I like it. Are you doing your interest level like 5 to top, or is this? Am I just
It sort of is. I'll definitely save my like most wanted for the top, but
okay? All
I
right, I'll
figured he
give it.
was
I'll
kind of
give
like
it.
a real deep cut that probably nobody else is that excited for, but maybe there are
Okay.
lovers out there.
All right, I'll give you. You know what? Just to keep it spicy, I'm gonna give one that's gonna keep you hooked here, folks. Make sure we don't have that retention problem. Mine that I'm going with is none other than the golden oldie, folks.
Oh, good call.
Okay, so I think this one is fair. It's
Hmm.
an alternate look. It's Aunt May, right? This is Aunt May imbued with the power cosmic, and I don't. I think it's just kind of quirky and fun enough that not everybody wants it, but I think it would be a very fun incentive for Marvel Unlimited to have a character like this, and you could make this like a poster. Maybe it's part of the box.
Mm-hmm.
You get Golden Oldie there, and Golden Oldie doesn't need many accessories. She's just as is, so I think she would fit in the Unlimited lineup.
That is a good pick. I like that because I do want more Heralds of Galactus. I think everybody wants more Heralds of Galactus, but I think Golden Oldie is one of those deep cuts that
Mm-hmm.
isn't quite necessary. And I think I was with you when you got that comic, right?
I think you were. So
Oh,
there you go.
the two bestest of friends. All right,
That's right.
moving up my list. I'm gonna go. I'm gonna stick with the X-Men. This isn't
Mhm.
even my last X-Men on here, so I don't know if it's the shirt just getting me in the X-Men mood, but so we're gonna go with Emma Frost, and this is gonna be Emma Frost in the Iron Man armor. So I don't know if this is a variant comic. I haven't gotten that far in my readings yet. I'm almost to X of Swords, so
Mm-hmm.
Iron Man and Emma Frost aren't an item yet. But during that time, there's at least a cover of Emma Frost in kind of a white Iron Man armor. So I think that'd be kind of cool. You could have the alternate head of like, Emma Frost unmasked head and then the,
Mm-hmm.
white armored head. It would look cool with
Right.
your X-Men display or your Hall of Armors
Or your Emma Frost collection.
or your Emma Frost collection if you've got a lot of those figures.
All right. Yeah. And I think we've seen with the Spider Woman, they would do just a one-off cover
Mhm.
type thing. So that one
Exactly.
could fit. Okay. I am going to go with my number 4 is going to be Hawkeye, but this is after the Kree Skrull War, Dakota. So I don't know if you're familiar with this look, but he was I believe Atlas, and or
Mhm.
maybe it was Goliath. One of those identities he had. He has a lot of those, but he came back and he's very much like kind of in like a. Again, a lot of chest going on, kind of like a leg skirt thing. No mask. It's just him wearing like with his blonde hair and his like longbow type thing. And I don't know what he was going for there exactly, but he's just kind of running around like simple bow style. But it's like that was a Hawkeye look he had between, I think, original Hawkeye, Giant Man stint, and then coming back to Hawkeye. I don't think a lot of people are clamoring for that look, but I think it is a fun look. And he had that in the Avengers Forever storyline where they like pluck people from the different timelines to fight Kang.
Mm-hmm.
And he was pretty prominent in that storyline. So I could see some fan favorites, wanting him, but it not being enough for a big time release.
Okay, cool. I like it. Yeah, I feel like Hawkeye does have a lot of those interesting looks, and especially if you're pulling from the 90s, I feel like everybody had just goofy costume changes every 2 years.
Right. So let's do it.
Okay. The next one for mine, I'm not sure if I'm going to be stealing from you because I'm going with one of your favorite characters here, but I think it would be fun. Maybe this could be a main line, but I don't
Okay.
think so because I think it's kind of a deep cut.
All right.
I think it'd be cool to get an old school Sentry. So you're going for kind of that like very retro style. Like I don't think Sentry wasn't like a thing back in the day, but they kind of have
Right.
comics making it
Mhm.
look like it was very like,
Yes.
of
Mhm.
the whatever time that was, 60s type of vibe.
Mhm.
So you could have the alternate head of like full masked head. You could have he has kind of like the lesser masked head too. Because I was kind of like
Right.
a Void, but I was like, I'd rather have a
Mhm.
Sentry here, and then maybe they put out a Void later. But I think that Void would be cool to have as well. So
I have said I'd like a different version of the Void, and I think
Yeah.
that would be fun. But yeah, I no, this is not on my list.
Okay.
But I'm glad you thought that I would have had it because I would
Yeah.
love a retro, old school Sentry look,
Mhm.
and that might be the place to do it.
I feel
And
like
you get a comic book.
it'd be kind of hard to like doctor up a retro card because they're just kind of using retro cards they already have. But if you had like a Sentry
Mhm.
specific retro card for him,
That would be sweet.
that'd be cherry on top,
I
icing
would
on the
I
cake,
would
and all of it.
buy
Give me
that
it.
for sure.
Gimme.
Okay.
While we're dreaming up ideas for future Marvel Legends, you can go get your current Marvel Legends and all other types of action figures over at GoNewMeta.com. Make sure you're using code STRONG101 to get 10% off all of your orders. Now let's get back to the show.
So yeah, you didn't steal from me, and you definitely didn't steal this next one because one of my next pick is Ultimate Doctor Doom, and this isn't when he started looking like regular Doctor Doom, folks. This is early on when he had the goat legs. Now, I've been trying to figure out today, I guess, didn't do a ton of research, but I didn't come up with solid answers as to why he had goat feet. They're like cloven hooves, and it's very bizarre. But I do think it's kind of a fun look. It's a little bit of a because then I think he looked like that at first, and then he just switched to normal looking Doctor Doom. But it's like if you're gonna go ultimate, why not give him some goat legs? He probably did some sorcery or there's some storyline, I'm sure. But
This
I
is
don't
like
think it lasted very long. I'm pretty sure
Ultimates,
when he
right?
first was showing up in Ultimates, he
Okay.
was running around with goat feet. So
I just started Ultimate Fantastic Four, so maybe that gives me some more. It gives fuel to the fire for me to read some more of those issues.
Maybe you can tell me the answer because I don't remember. But I always thought that was kind of a fun, quirky look that I don't think is getting a main release.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I don't think he'd even get an unlimited release, but I've got him on my list.
It's a deep cut for alternate look, so it counts.
Right.
All right. This is my last X-Men and my number 2 spot. And this one, maybe this is in the comics, but I'm kind of doing off of an old toy that I thought was really cool. So there was, back in the X-Men Classics line, I think, there was a Ninja Wolverine that was like black and red costume, and he came with like a sword with like 3 blades. I mean, maybe that would be kind of a fun,
spinny, nunchucks dagger thing. I think I had that one.
Yeah, I did too, and that was a cool look for him. I don't know that was ever in the comics, but I really liked that action figure. I thought the colors were cool. I thought that sword was ridiculous, but kind of makes sense. 3 claws, 3-bladed sword, whatever. So put that as a Marvel Unlimited. I think that'd be a lot of fun.
I'd like to know did Wolverine like custom make that? He's like, hey, I need a sword, but I don't want a regular sword. I want a sword with 3 little swords.
I want this to scream me.
He's like at the X Mansion. He's only got forks that got 3 prongs.
Right.
You can only use those. That would be cool. That was a fun. I do remember that toy. That one was kind of cool. Okay, moving in. This one might be one that has more of the general population interested in it, but I'm going with a Thing. Now I have 2 potential looks for a Thing. Dakota, you can tell me which one is too out there for an unlimited. First one is Thing Blackbeard. So I don't know if you've seen those, but there's a storyline where Fantastic Four go back in time. He ends up posing as Blackbeard for a while, and he's got a straight up black. It's just the Thing dressed up as a pirate, which I think is such a fun look.
We've got
and
pirate
I don't
pool.
know. There you go. So we could go with the Thing, and I think that would be desirable for people. I don't know if that's like so. You know what I mean? Like so cool. So many people would want it. So if you're gonna say you can't have Blackbeard Thing, we'll do him in a main release. I doubt it. But my backup is Thing with his metal helmet.
Yeah.
Where Wolverine like slices his face and he's got a metal helmet for a while, which I think you could just pop a metal head on a Thing.
Yeah.
There you go. And put that out there. I don't know if that one's also too in high demand.
Yeah, I wouldn't think so, but I could see them putting it out. Like now that I'm sure there's a retro Fantastic Four coming down the line soon, so I could maybe see him being in that. But I think there's other characters that would need more so than him. Like even like a She-Thing, I think would make more sense before a masked Thing.
Right.
But yeah,
I feel like that one's like obscure enough, but cool enough to actually drive people to get unlimited for it. I would think.
Yeah.
For me,
that would be cool. All right, before I get into my top one, I got 2 more that didn't quite make the list. And okay, I'll give you the one that if I didn't have enough on my list, I was like, I'll put this on here for Jordan because I think maybe you'd have some fun with it. Okay. So that's going to be a Tron pool. So apparently there was some story where Deadpool kind of gets Tronerized.
Oh, okay.
So I was thinking, get the like Tron, even like if it could glow in the dark, I think that's maybe a step too far.
Yeah. Well,
but
we can make that happen. They have the technology.
I mean, we're just illusioning here anyway.
Right,
why
yeah.
not?
Right, yeah.
So have that with like he's got like a sword with, like, you could have a kind of the Black Series effect where it has the trail, very Tron-like.
Okay, yeah.
So I thought if I didn't have enough on my list, I'd throw him on there for you, but I still got to mention him.
Right. I'm
And
in.
then
I like it.
my last runner-up, this is one that I really did want on the list, and maybe I should have reorganized and made one of these other ones. I think it's more for the functionality. I don't think this one would be as functional. I really want, in any way possible, I want a Black Vortex Gamora, because this is kind of when she gets, I think they all get kind of imbued with like whatever the Black Vortex is, kind of power cosmic pretty much. But she's got the poncho that's very like star, just looks like night sky pretty much. I always love when they do that kind of stuff. Like I think Storm kind of has that, like her hair kind of turns more like atmosphere-ishy.
Right.
I think Wanda, like Scarlet Witch, has some costume that's sort of like that too. I like that look. That's a very cool design to me. And I think Black Vortex Gamora is the coolest out of all the other Black Vortex characters. Beast, not that cool. Angel, kinda, but not cool enough. Gamora, that's cool.
Okay, I know you're a big fan of that storyline. I haven't read that one, so I think I've seen pictures, or maybe you've shown me.
I'm more so. I really like the designs of the things. I don't know if the story is the greatest X-Men story ever told. There's a lot better stories, but it's fun. I loved All New X-Men. It's part of that series. I guess I got 2 things from All New X-Men on this list. Guess I really like it.
Okay. And then your number 1, Dakota.
Okay, my number 1.
Is it not an X-Men?
It's not an X-Men.
Promise?
It's a Spider-Man.
Just kidding. It's Cyclops.
No, this is Miles Morales, but this is his look from Weird World. So in Champions, they somehow get sucked into Weird World. I don't know if this was during maybe like Secret Wars time, where there was like all the different battle worlds and stuff like that. But in Weird World, he kind of looks like the Dynamite character, the Spider, where he also has that like kind of poncho-y. His is more of like a cape, but it's like the black cape with the very bright, like vibrant red spider webbing pattern on it. So I really like that. I would take a Spider figure too, but keeping with my Marvel Legends, give me a Miles Morales from Weird World. I would take that whole Weird World set, but that's such a deep cut that they would never do all of those.
Well, you just speak it into existence, Dakota, and it just might happen. That is a cool look for him. I think you'd send me pictures of that too, and then you can make a custom Spider, maybe. Right, well, no, you couldn't if it was an unlimited. That'd be too. Well, I don't know. Maybe
spend $100 to get my figure.
Oh, chop them up. Okay, so my last one. I save this for last because it might be a bit controversial. And when you came up with this idea, Dakota, the first thing I thought of was Combo Man. Now, I'm sure people have seen it. It's Combo Man. He's like 14 different cross sections of superheroes. And he was created in partnership with Combos, the snack, where somehow Combos got fused with something, and the college student eats him and turns into Combo Man. So I think that was really just kind of like a commercial one-off. I don't think Combo Man had a huge career. And I don't know if this is allowed, first of all, because it's technically a new character, right? It's not variant looks. However, I highly doubt we would ever see a regular release of Combo Man. You can tell me if I'm wrong, but I don't see it happening. So Combo Man, to me, philosophically, would greatly represent Marvel Unlimited because all the characters are coming together. Here he is. It's Combo Man.
No, that's a good idea. I think, that is a deep cut. I don't think there's any other Marvel Legends content creator out there that even knows who Combo Man is. Displaying model behavior. People are just attacking us already. Right. But I feel like that would probably have to be I would think that's popular enough to be mainline.
All right.
I think people would want it.
I could be wrong.
It would be an out there thing though. I mean, but they're doing 2 different characters from Crystar. They've got Rom.
Right.
Those are deep cuts, so it's possible.
I just feel like he's literally a commercial for combo snacks, though. I mean, that's...
you'd have to come with the combos little accessory, right?
That would be fun. Or at least like an old school coupon for combos on it. Like cut out and get some combos.
There you go.
I don't know.
Even make him a retro card and like... I don't know. Now I feel like we're just doing another commercial for combos at that point, but...
By the way, this episode is brought to you by Combos Pizza. Pizza snack.
Right. Now with 15 more flavors than originally. All right, well, there you have it, folks. Those are our pitches for the new Marvel Unlimited going forward. Let us know what you would pick down in the comments. Make sure you're liking, sharing, and subscribing. And until next time, stay strong.